Hello and welcome back to Channel 2S. I'm your host, Second Soundwave, and today we'll be putting the finishing touches on the high-grade Universal Century Silver Bullet. Now unfortunately there is no news for me to talk about today while we're building this, so I'm just going to have to jump right into the build itself, so let's get started. And that looks like it. Here we are, everything we need for the backpack. So to start, we're going to make the middle section, and there are some more stickers they have to put on here. More thrusters put together pretty much the same way as the sticker configurations on the arms. Blue around the outside, black on the inside. So these two just go together like this. Just like this, and we're going to set this off to the side. And then we're going to work on this. So we take this. We want to take this and push it in here, just like this, and then this little trapdoor piece goes over it, just like that, and this goes down in here, and I'm going to set this aside for a moment. I'm going to stick these two pieces together, and there's more stickers on these. There's one here, neither of them really go on with any issues, so that's a plus. And then we take these two pieces, stick them together, and these form one of those incom things. Take this, and there's two different ways you can stick it on. If you stick it on this way, it'll be crooked, it'll go in wrong, so you have to stick it on this way. But there's not a whole lot of a visual cue when you look inside there. You kind of just have to try it until it goes on right, which is not something I'm super fond of, but it does seem to be what you have to do here. So you take it, and you just push it all the way through the bottom right here. Come on. Is that on all the way? I don't think it's on all the way, because otherwise it should go all the way through. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So for now I'm going to pull the incom all the way up out the top, just to make this all go together easier. So, going to need a PC9. Stick that in there. Then I'm going to grab this. And how do I want this facing? It should be this way. So inwards like this, and then I take this, stick it over the top, and is it going to plug into everything? Yes it is. So we got a flappy movie stabby claw, we got a polycap, and we have a little pop-up incom. So that's pretty cool. Now we can take this back section here, we take this, we stick the little teal part onto the gray frame piece, we set that aside, we grab onto this, and once we have these all in here, we want to take this piece, stick it in the top right here, and then stick this on here, just like this. And then stick this on here, just like this, and then stick this on the outside, and then stick this in here, like this, so it's tipping outward just a little bit, and I think these just go together like this. And then we take the backpack, and it looks like it's oriented this way, and we take this and we stick it on here, And then we take the other one and we stick it on here, and that is the backpack for the Silver Bullet. And now it's time to build the rest of the accessories. And we are done. So since this guy has a ton of weapons and accessories, instead of splitting them up into separate parts, I'm just going to throw everything together right now. So I'm going to take the rifle, going to stick the two halves together, just like this. And they just stick all together, just like basically every other high-grade rifle ever, because they all are just a single piece with another piece next to it, and then a semi-badly denubbed barrel stuck over the front, and there you go. Boom, beam rifle. There's a little sticker that goes in there. I'm going to put that on later. Now let's move on to the hands. So we got hand number 1, and the back for it is right here. And you stick it on like this, and there you go. And hand number 2. The back for it is right here, and you stick it on. There you go. And then hand number 3, that's the trigger hand. The hands right here, the fingers are right here, and you stick them together, and this is where you put the other hand back on, except I actually broke this hand back when I was taking off the runner, although ultimately it's no big deal because these all have the exact same back, so all I have to do is just remember to swap the back of the hand back and forth between any of the hands and this one, and it'll be perfectly fine. Now next we're going to build the stands, so that's very simple. There's just a base plate and a stock, and you just do that twice. In case you haven't noticed, I'm kind of getting the easy stuff out of the way first before I move on to the shield. And then the beam sabers, you take this and this, stick them together, it's not really rocket science. You guys have probably seen a beam saber put together many times before, or have put one together many times before yourself, so there's really nothing to see here that's super amazing right now. Now we can move on to the little claws. So there's a few claws here, so we take this one, and we put it on here, and then we need one for the other side that's going to go on right here. Now we have a little claw hand. Then we take these, and we don't want to put those two together because those two are designed to go on the same side. Take these and we push them together just like this. Little hand goes right here, and here we go. We got little fingers and a hand right there. Going to do the same thing again. Take these, stick them together, find that middle finger, stick it right here, find the two edge fingers, pop them on right here, and then the other one on right here, just like this. Here we go, we got little robotic claws for him. And now we can move on to the shield. So, actually I lied, there's these little connectors we have to put together. Come on. So these go together, and these go together. And now we move on to the shield. Okay, so to start with the shield, we're going to take this piece, and we're going to take this piece, and we're going to take this piece. And this piece is going to go right in here, just like this. And then this piece is going to go over the side, like this. They're just going to get stuck together like this. And then we're going to take these two little flaps, stick them over here, just like this, so that they can open up. And he has a very cool sort of satellite-esque looking cannon with those little panels on the side. That's pretty awesome. And now which piece are we using next? Is it this one? Yes it is, but it faces this way. So then you stick this in here, and then on the other side you take this with this end sticking up, and then you just kind of push everything down through there, and now you have an extending gimmick thing on the cannon. And now you can take this, and it just goes right on here, just like this, and you push it all down, and now he's got a very cool little top part here. And we take these two pieces, and we want to take this, we want to come underneath, put this on here, just like this. Okay, and it goes on here, just like that. And then there is a left and a right to these. Let me see if I can figure out which way they go. Okay, so it looks like this one goes on this side. Come on, get in there straight. And then this one on this side. Nope, wrong way. Come on. There we go. And there is the shield. And then one last weapon I almost forgot about, this missile right here. So you just take these, you stick them together, and there's little clips, they go over the ends of here. And you do the same for this one, because it's the same thing twice. And you basically just clip these over the back of the kit, and they're little missiles. So there you go, guys, the high-grade Universal Century Silver Bullet. This was an awesome build. I had a really good time building this kit. He's got a ton of really cool accessories. I can't wait to talk about all this tomorrow in the video review. But if you enjoyed this video, do remember to leave a like and share this around with your friends. If you don't want to miss the review and other content I have coming up in the coming days, be sure to click that icon that's appearing on the screen right now to subscribe, and if you don't see it for some reason, there's also a subscribe button either below or beside the video, depending on your browser. You can watch these videos all around here if you want to see some of my other content. And until then, I'm your host, Second Soundwave, and I'll be seeing you next time.